Hey there! Thanks for coming to my channel. These guys right here are my Patreon crew, and it's thanks to them that I'm able to make content and fill your days with fluffy blue kangaroos. I never once imagined my channel would go this far, so I am so insanely grateful to all my amazing patrons. But I'm also thankful to you just for being here, because I definitely couldn't have done it without people like you simply watching my stuff. So, thank you! Alright, let's get to the video. Enjoy.
Hello and welcome to this week's video. Do you like my shirt? This was a crazy gift given to me by my lovely friend at Burubado. I'm hoping that's how you pronounce his name. I've never actually asked. But yeah, he does printing for like the entire Aussie furry community. I swear he prints like actual posters, he does shirts, like it's all super really good quality stuff. So please do go check him out if you get the time. I'll put a link in the description. Anyway, on to today's episode. Today I'm going to be talking about relationships in the furry fandom. Because the furry fandom is a very open community. Like, it's a place where people can freely express themselves no matter what their gender or their sexuality or what they look like. It's not uncommon for people to find their perfect soulmate or even soulmates in the furry fandom. So I'm going to talk about how relationships in the fandom can differ from those outside of it, some of my personal experiences, and a bunch of tips and advice as well. As usual, always remember that my word isn't law, and your experiences are probably going to be very different from mine, so either way, I hope you can still take away something from this video that becomes useful in the future. Let's get started with some facts. So, according to the surveys run by Adjective Species, the full sexuality spectrum is actually pretty evenly spread in the fandom. As for genders, a huge 66% of the fandom identifies as completely male, with the other 44% being evenly spread between female, non-binary, agender, genderqueer / gender fluid, mostly male, mostly female, equal parts male and female, and other. So take what you will from this data. I've always just found it really intriguing, and it's a good overview of what you can expect to find in the furry fandom. With my personal experiences though, I've always found the fandom to be more accepting of relationships that are more than a heterosexual or homosexual couple, such as polyamory, which means being in a relationship with more than one person. Before I was a furry, polyamory was completely unheard of in my life. Like, I knew it was a thing, but I'd never encountered it. But now it's not unusual for me to see it all. Like, I've got a multitude of friends that are in polyamorous relationships, and I've even found myself in a couple in the past. Open relationships are also extremely common in the furry fandom, which means you have a set relationship, but you and your partner or partners are okay getting close with other people. Open relationships differ from polyamory because it's not a declaration of commitment with those other people you're close with. Relationships like this work because, surprise, surprise, a lot of furries are actually adults, capable of communication and mature conversation to work out any issues. Which is always my number one tip when it comes to any relationships. Communication is key. Being passive aggressive, manipulative, or vague is not going to solve any problems that may occur. It's just going to make it worse. And you really got to be careful with that because a bad relationship can really take a toll on someone's mental health. Basilisk the Lion is a patron of mine who works in mental health, and they've dealt with a lot of people in a bad spot due to a relationship turning toxic. Some of the warning signs of this are isolating their partner from others, guilt trips, taking things way too quickly, and threatening to do something to themselves or the relationship if you do or don't do something. Whether you're the offender or the receiver, please, please, please seek professional help if any of this sounds familiar. You're not alone, you're not weak or weird or broken to seek help, nor are you not bad enough for it. Don't compare yourself to others. The earlier you can get help, the better. So with that in mind, let's move on to some free relationship tips and advice.
All the single furries,
No! Who let you in here? Go! Away! Bad! Stay! Sit! Good. First things first, consent. Costume is not consent. Say it with me. Costume is not consent. Doesn't matter that you think that fursuiter is really cute and those buckram eyes are giving you the look. You can't touch them. Don't follow them around. Don't follow them back to their room. If you wouldn't do it to a random person on the street, don't do it to someone in a costume, whether it's a full suit or just a tail. Costume is not consent. Okay? Got it? Good? Alright, let's move on. So, how do you actually meet people then? I find the best relationships are the ones you weren't looking for, but there are a whole bunch of furry dating sites and apps if that's more your style and you're over 18. Such as Furzu, Furry Mate, Furry Date, like, those are all furry specific dating sites. Otherwise, general social media is another really good way just to meet furries. Like, you got Furry Amino, you got Facebook, you got Twitter, all that jazz. You'll make lots of new friends and who knows what could develop. But Pocari, I hear you say, why should you even bother looking for other furries specifically? Well, really, you don't have to, because like, these days furries have been getting more and more accepted by the general public, so there's no need to restrict yourself just to furries for a partner. But meeting like-minded people is a really good kickstarter to a relationship or even just a friendship, especially if the fandom is something you are really passionate about. Though it's certainly not unheard of for non-furries to become furries when they get into a relationship with one, because sometimes passion is just contagious. So it's really for you to judge on how you want to go about it, so go with what makes you the most comfortable. But for the sake of this video, we're going to talk about it with other furries. Let's say you come across someone for the first time and you think they would be really cool to be in a relationship with. First thing you should never do, please do not make being with them your be-all end-all. Too many times I see really awesome people just get soured by the fact that they couldn't accept that someone they like didn't want to be romantically involved with them. Just because someone is nice back to you, you're not entitled to a relationship. Being nice to someone only because you want to be in a relationship with them is a pretty toxic personality trait. Sure, it really does suck when someone doesn't reflect your feelings, but you can still have an awesome friend. Not to mention you can make more friends through that friend, and maybe somewhere there you might meet someone that has that spark for you. There are so many ways life can go, so many paths and doors. Don't restrict yourself. Anyway, let's get into some conversation starters. Now, I talked about these a little bit in my Making Friends video, but I want to go over them again here. Furries usually love to talk about their characters and personas, so pick something you like about it and compliment it or ask a question about it. Such as, oh, that's a cool badge. Who's the artist? Or, oh, sweet, you're a dragon. Why'd you pick that? Your soda has a sweet tattoo. What does it mean? Or like, I love the design of your persona. Does he have a backstory? There are so many ways you can go, so just pick something. You've also got lots of good just general fandom questions like, how long have you been in the fandom? Who made your suit? Have you been to this con before? Or what brought you to the fandom? Just pick something you genuinely want to know about them and ask. There's a couple of really good social cues to pick up on as well, such as feet. If someone you're talking to is turning their feet away from you, that usually means they want to leave. Don't try and awkwardly make someone stay when they are queuing to leaving. Like, doesn't mean they don't like you, they just might have somewhere else to be, or they could even just be socially burned out. On the other hand, did you know that if someone looks at you in a group when you're all laughing, it usually means they like you? I thought this was insane when I first heard it, but as I started observing, it turned out to be pretty accurate. When someone likes someone, they enjoy seeing them happy, so just instinctively they'll look at them when everyone's laughing. It's really interesting. Of course it's not always true, but something to keep in mind. Also, please don't forget to shower every day. It's sad I even have to say this. Nobody likes you when they can smell you coming. Self-expression is one thing, but gross musky husky is another, so stay hygienic and always present yourself at your best. Please dress appropriately as well. If you wouldn't wear it at your grandma's house, don't wear it in a general public setting. It's really good just to get into clean and tidy habits anyway, because it's pretty handy in life and you never know when you need to make an impression. At the end of the day, respect everyone and their decisions. Such as if someone's orientation is something that you don't fall under, don't try and make them change. Even if they've identified as other things in the past, doesn't matter if they were straight before, they're gay now, they're gay now. People are always evolving, changing, and discovering things about themselves. So please respect them. But always keep in mind that if things are actually turning toxic, then get that professional help, please, please, please. And that about does it for everything I have to say. This fandom is such a wonderful place, and I myself did meet my soulmate in this fandom, my lovely Kiba. Neither of us were looking for a relationship at the time either, it just kinda happened. And if you're someone who is really introverted and just not generally social, I know it is hard, but you really gotta try. Thank you for watching, and best of luck to everyone out there. Alright, I'll see you next time. Bye!